Welcome back to the... No, I'm not wearing the top. Hang on. Hold on. There you go, that's better, isn't it? Welcome back to the FC25 Everton Career Mode. Thank you so much for all of your feedback on the first couple of episodes. Our shortlist is rammed with options for the upcoming January transfer window. We also have got a couple of ideas of what to do tactically. Weirdly, even just from playing myself and integrating... NDI as that kind of false nine that drops to be the link between the midfield and the attack, I've kind of stumbled on what you guys were trying to tell me anyway, in that playing a 4-4-1-1 with one out-and-out striker and someone to link is kind of the way forward, and that's kind of what I ended up doing anyway, so great that we're on the same page tactically in that regard. We've offered and has been accepted a new contract for Branthwaite, so he's got a new 4-year extension at the club and a pay rise to go with it. We've got plenty of options on the shortlist for us for the January transfer window, with options at fullback and as wingers as well. So thank you for all of that. We'll obviously have a look at it in more detail when we get to the transfer window itself, but or maybe December. But I got lots and lots of names, and more so besides. So thank you for that. If there's anyone you think that I might not have looked at, then do by all means... Do by all means continue to leave the feedback in the comment section. If you think there's anything else I could do tactically, then do let me know as well. If you think I should perhaps still change from the 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1 with a false 9 and an out-and-out striker situation. We did, at least it was my intention to, I can't remember whether I actually did do it, change the role of, yes, Dominic Calvert-Lewin to a poacher, and that is certainly seeing him make better forward runs and seeing me have some more significant options in the box as we get forward. Still not really able to utilise crosses as much as I might like to, but certainly they're not as strong this year as they were last year. We've got Newcastle to start with, which was the most recent game in real life. Then we move on from Newcastle to playing Ipswich after the international break, Fulham in the league and Aston Villa away in the Cup. And I think I might sim Fulham at home to play Villa in the Cup. We recently beat Aston Villa to get our first win of the league season. And considering we've advanced significantly far in the Carabao Cup already, maybe we should have a go at trying to win that. I might do. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably lose to Villa now, won't I? Newcastle to begin with today. Saying thank you to those of you on the board behind me for your continued support. Thank you for leaving your comments in the comment section. Do keep that up, and your name could be on the board behind me for a future episode. Hukif, Sindra, and Callum Beaver up there for today. Right, Newcastle to start. We're in a lofty 12th with 6 points after 6 games, although we would like to average more than a point a game come the end of the season, because 38 points after 38 games... going to be relegation territory, isn't it, really? So let's start turning some of those draws into wins. Although Newcastle might not be one of those. Right, Newcastle with a 4-3-3 and a very strong 4-3-3. Nick Pope in goal. Dan Burns, Cher, Botman and Livramento. That midfield is brutish with Guimaraes, Tonali and Joel Linton. And then Gordon, Isak and Almiron is certainly a scary front line as well. In the Man United save, we struggled against Newcastle every time we played against them. And the team I had there was rather a bit better than the team I've got here. But if they're wanting to give me the ball quite like that regularly, then... Jesus Christ, Sandro, are you okay? Well, 2 attempted murders. They got the ball, I didn't. But, yeah, the second one was definitely a foul. Sandro Tonali, unbelievable. What a ridiculous slide tackle that was. That somehow... was legal. Well, run then, Dwight. Go on, lad. I know Livramento's... get off him. No slouch in a straight line. But Dwight McNeil is doing brilliantly here. And looking for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Oh, his touch lets him down with Iliman Ndiaye waiting to be played in for a shot on goal. Well, quite the entertaining opening 6 minutes here, isn't it? Gimme. All right, don't give me. Isak. Little ball roll. Back to Bruno Guimaraes and Anthony Gordon. And of all the people we didn't want to score today, it's him. 1-0 Newcastle. Garner and Lindstrom. Jesus, Sandro Tonali is feisty, isn't he? Christ alive, he loves a bit of it. Calvert-Lewin, get underneath that and get it out wide. Still got Ndiaye with me, and I'm wanting to try and isolate Dan Burn. Just like that. Lindstrom. Oh, mate! Get it on target, Jesper. Get it on target at least, please. There are rumours that Jesper Lindstrom might join us permanently at the end of the season. But if he's not going to start finishing chances of that calibre, then we might look elsewhere. I certainly have names on my shortlist that might well be better and more clinical in those sorts of positions. Gordon, well in Ashley Young. I saw the press coming, played around it this time. Garner and Young and Ndiaye. Completely isolated Dan Burn there. Now get in the box, please, lads. Calvert-Lewin is arriving, and he's going to get to this. And his header is, for lack of a better term, wank. Only the second chance we've created in the game so far, and unfortunately, it wasn't that good. He's that well in. Keeps. Christ. Oh, God damn it. Tried to pump it all the way up top with Jordan Pickford, and he dinked it to the right back. And 2 tackles missed on Alexander Isak because his dribbling is that good. 1 and 2, and he's buried it. Good. Newcastle leads by 2-0, and unfortunately, I think we're going to lose this one. We've been just as good as they have, really, on the balance of overall play, but we just haven't been able to take our chances when they've come. Taking their sweet time, and they close you down so quickly in the forward third, and then you get towards the edge of the box, and they just back off. Go on, Jesper. Around the outside of Dan Burn, into the middle, good delivery. Good hands by Pope. Go on then, Jesper. Still getting the better of... still getting the better of Dan Burn out there. Just can't find a goal. Found a goal. Calvert-Lewin'S first goal of the season. Right. What I'm actually going to do is switch Harrison to the right. I'm not going to take Lindstrom off. I don't really have any other wide options that are of any real quality. But Harrison's going to have the fresh legs now to really, really, really get at Dan Burn. And hopefully we might be able to find another one. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has pulled us back into it. Everton this season in real life been a little bit susceptible to throwing away a 2-goal lead. Are Newcastle going to be the same here? Isak. Chill, mate. Okay, pressed pass with Tarkowski. Decided he didn't want to, apparently. Switch. What a ball. Christ. Lindstrom. Into Kure. Ndiaye's there. Garner. And here is Iliman now. And running in behind is Jack Harrison. We could do exactly the same again. Looking for Calvert-Lewin. Oh, Dominic at the double! We have done it! Dan Burn is their weak spot. Little bit of a samba for Calvert-Lewin. He's found his goal-scoring touch now. 2-2! Get there. Well up. Ndiaye out wide. We couldn't, could we? Oh, we might not. Gordon. Well in. Tarkowski. Oof, that was nervy. For a moment. Jimmy Garner. Calvert-Lewin's come short. Out wide right. Took a little deflection, but Harrison's got the legs. And the ball back here to Ndiaye. And he's still out there. Go on, Jack. See you, pal. Oh, my God. Calvert-Lewin for a hat-trick. Oh, can you imagine? Out we go, Jared. Never mind. Did enough. Did enough. 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. Calvert-Lewin through the gap. And a touch and a turn. Sandro Tonali's too good. Well, I tell you what, after we went 2-0 down, very much expected to lose this one without much of a fight. This Everton side have some fight in them. And I know Everton fans appreciate that. They love a gutsy performance here at Goodison Park. And this has been exactly that from this Everton team. If I can spin him behind here, Calvert-Lewin might still help us influence the result. Looking for Ndiaye. Can he bring that down? Not quite. We're going to have to settle for a 2-2 draw here. Or will we? Yes, because that's a foul, unfortunately. I tell you what. I'll take a 2-2 draw. I'll absolutely take a 2-2 draw. Murphy on for Almiron. Isak can't bring that down. Tarkowski battling hard. Don't you dare. And away. Ref, do me a favour, please. Thank you. Everton 2, Newcastle 2. It was a draw in real life. It's a draw in game, but there was certainly a lot more happened there, wasn't there? Ipswich Town, 18th in the table. Not had a great start to the season with Muric in goal for them. Connor Townsend, Twanzebe, Dara Shane, Ben Johnson, Luongo and Morsey, Broadhead, Schmodix and Amari Hutchinson, and Liam Delap up top. Delap's had a great start to his Ipswich Town career in real life. He's going to be the danger man. Sammy Schmodix, we tried in FC24 in the Cambridge save after his fantastic season at Blackburn IRL last year in the Championship. Didn't quite do the business for me. And I hope it's very much that Sammy Schmodix that plays here rather than the real life version, who's actually pretty bloody good. We've made a couple of changes to the starting lineup after the last fixture to try and keep players happy and morale in the squad as high as possible, even though we've had a not ideal start, not less than ideal start, just an average start to the season. Sammy Schmodix trying from there is not going to work. And hopefully we'll be able to get a result here. And that, well, ultimately the only way to keep morale up long term is to get results. And we won't have a better chance to get a result than against a side that are 18th in the table and newly up from the league below with players that on paper aren't good enough. Mangala, drill it out wide to Lindstrom. Into Ndiaye in that gap. Spin well. Spins very well. Driving nicely too. Here comes Abdoulaye Doucouré. Doucouré looking for Ndiaye again. And Ilian Ndiaye gives Ipswich Town a deficit. The home side are behind. And swinging into action is Iliman Ndiaye. We're in front. McNeil. A couple of options inside I was trying to turn and get the ball to. Any sort of defensive marking would be wonderful. There's not really much I can say there, is there? He's just on his own. How is it? Even if I had Tariq Lamptey, I'd never get to Liam Delap there. Mikolenko and Mangala. Here's Lindstrom. Great movement by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, trying to get in behind. Mangala with space. Oh, that was moving. Muric with a very good save. Drifting from right to left, looking for that bottom corner. Well, sorry, top corner on the left-hand side. Calvert-Lewin will look for a corner, but he can't get there. Hutchinson to Delap. All right, wasn't ready for that, I tell you that much. Delap looking to get away. Doucouré's trying to close him down. Here's Schmodix, great footwork. Thankfully, the finish is past the post. Pickford had it covered, but it was dangerous. Lovely footwork from the man in the middle. 1-1 at half-time. We've been the better side, but they've had more chances than us. And they are quite tricky, Ipswich. It's not as straightforward a game as I hoped it would be. Garner with the spin. McNeil looking for Beto. Literally just off the bench, Beto. Into Ndiaye, and they combine and very nearly give us a 2-1 advantage. I was certain we were going to score there. I fancy Ndiaye every time he gets the chance. And on this occasion, he's not able to tuck it away. Liam Delap looking to get in behind Michael Keane with a solid but fair challenge. Some good footwork from Mangala will send Harrison in. And Ndiaye's onside here. With one defender to try and beat, which he can't do. We could maybe have gotten it back again. Just run around him, not through him, you absolute melt. Come on. It's not that hard to acknowledge the fact that somebody else exists. Just run around him. And you've got the ball there. You've done really well to win it back. And you're just like, I can't get to the ball. Why can't I get to the ball? Because there's a human being right there in front of you, you absolute moron. William Patterson. Run them for me, Jack. I've got Ndiaye with me. He's taken 2 out there. He's quite literally taken 2 players out. Yellow card for each challenge, maybe? Maybe! Red card for Sam Morsey. Oh my God. He's tripped Ndiaye and then just flattened the man out wide, Jack Harrison. Ipswich down to 10 late in the game here. Will that sway things? Ndiaye steps away from the challenge. Harrison looking to get in behind. And he's doing so. Harrison looking for a winner. Forces the save out of Muric, the keeper. And there might yet be a winner in it. Potentially still. McNeil with the delivery. Beto's there. Brilliant header. Brilliant save. Muric getting the praise of his teammates, rightly so. Beto again the target, Beto again found, but a poorer effort this time. Well, whoa, steady, mate. Ipswich wasting as much time as possible now, you imagine, for the rest of the fixture to try and seal the point. Or maybe, even with 10 men, they go for broke and try and win it. Liam Delap, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, Ipswich. Yeah, they really have just gone time wasting, make sure they get the point. Fair play. I'd do the same in that situation. A draw away from home against Ipswich is not the result we were after. It's still unbeaten. We've only lost a couple of games this year, but that really was one we should have been taking 3 points from, and I'm disappointed we haven't, in all honesty. Patterson was actually really decent. Nathan Patterson did really well, so quite happy to motivate him there. Might starting him, actually, Nathan Patterson, considering he's not too dissimilar in overall from the other two fullbacks I have at the moment. Obviously looking to improve at fullback. And DI has a new position available to him, now able to play at right mid as well, but we're going to prioritise him at striker continually for the time being. So let me just change it back to striker in 4 weeks' time. Hopefully Ndiaye can continue to have a positive effect on the team. Idrissa needs more football, I'll be honest, mate. Probably going to sell you in January to help raise funds to bring in new players. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. I've already dealt with it, mate. Okay, Fulham next in 13 days. Sorry, in 6 days' time. We're 13th in the league. This one I am going to sim because we're going to play the cup game against Villa. Right, we'll sim the game against Fulham. Some of you saying I should sim match rather than quick sim match. So we'll utilise this interactive sim, which is not something we've done for a couple of years on the channel. We'll see how well this goes. It might end well for us. It might be that it's not really any better for us than just a straight up quick sim. We'll find out in due course. When or if there are goals, I shall bring them to you. But you can see their starting lineup on the right hand side. Bender in goal, not Bernd Leno. Teta, Bassi, Cuenca, Sessegnon, Berger, Reedy, Wobie, Smithrow, Andreas Pereira and Raul Jimenez up top. It's a decent side for Fulham. They're 7th in the table, so they've got to be half decent this season. Forward. And inside, maybe. Penalty? Is it? Is it? Is it? Tell me? Yes. I'm going to jump in, thank you. Dominic Calvert-Lewin from the spot. Our first penalty of the season. Please, Dom. Give us a 1-0 lead. Good lad. Everton lead at home against Fulham. Thank you very much. Keeper blindsided. Dominic Calvert-Lewin thought about where he wanted to put it and put it there. Oh, woodwork. Calvert-Lewin from range. So very nearly a second goal for us. Now both sides have hit the post. Equaliser. Andreas Pereira. Rodrigo Muniz off the bench. And I think he immediately got the assist there. Fulham equalise here. It took a set piece for us to take the lead. They've scored from open play. Will there be a winner in the remaining 15 minutes or so? Oh, Harrison with a light injury. We're all right to play on with that. I really want to lose Jack Harrison longer term. Shoot, score. Oh! James Garner with the chance in the final seconds to win it for us. He wasn't quite able to do so. It's a point again. We love a draw at Everton this season, it seems. 3 straight Ds in the league. Not ideal, but again, draws are better than losing, and they were much higher than us in the table, Fulham, so they're having a good season. They are a good team. As a Newcastle, you might have expected maybe a defeat to Newcastle, a win against Ipswich, and a draw or loss against Fulham. So to have taken 3 points from a potential 3 or 4, I don't really think I can be that disappointed with things so far this season, if I'm completely honest. Youth players are growing well enough, but not spectacularly. And we should get another scout report back, actually, sooner rather than later, perhaps at the end of the episode. I know what you can offer the team, Dominic. Don't worry, pal. We've got Aston Villa away in 3 days' time in the Carabao Cup. It's the round of 16, is it? It's the 4th round, which... Oh, why'd they change the bloody buttons? Yes, it is the round of 16, regardless, the 4th round. So the opportunity to progress still in a cup competition that we stand a chance of having a go at winning. 3 goals in his last 3 games for Leon Bailey. whether that's in the EFL Cup or just in general in all competitions, I'm not sure. Notice that Jaden Philogene is starting for Villa. He's a player that has been recommended to maybe loan because he doesn't play that regularly for Villa IRL at the minute, but I don't know whether they'd actually let me have him. Playing a 4-2-3-1, as you can see, that actually Philogene is playing at cam, supposedly. That's a strong team. It's effectively a straight-up first team, although Bergard is in the midfield. We're playing as strong a team as I can. There's some fitness concerns with some players because of the Fulham game at the weekend. So there are some rotations in here. Chimiti starts. Jack Harrison starts. O'Brien starts. Other than that, we are as strong as we could be with Patterson as well. Other than that, we're as strong as we could be comparatively to our regular first team 11. We did beat Villa earlier on this season, obviously, so they're going to want a bit of payback for that. We're going to want to replicate that. Who will come out on top? Or will it be no one? And we'll go to pens. We'll wait and see. Look forward to Chimiti. And back again. Garner out to Harrison. Philogene is going to have the pace, although not apparently the work ethic to try and close me down. Jack Harrison try and get back on the left foot. There's some space here, actually. And Abdoulaye Doucouré. Speaking of space, there's some for a shot. Awkward from Emi Martinez. He's happy enough with it, but it wasn't that good a save. McNeil with the delivery. It's too close to the keeper. Definitely better goalkeeping on this occasion from Emi Martinez. And I do hate playing against him. Esri Konsa is playing at right back for them here today. I mean, McNeil can play in Calvert-Lewin here. And I'll go back to Dwight McNeil. Esri Konsa's quick. Cut that back, though. Calvert-Lewin just needs to show the strength, which he can't do. Oh, what a chance. If Dwight McNeil was quicker, or we had someone else out there that was quicker, would have been in behind there. Dwight McNeil is solid, technically. But physically, that lack of pace does kill him. We could maybe play him centrally if we switched to playing with a 10. Or maybe if we dropped Tillman and Di in that position, that second striker role to a genuine 4-4-1-1. And I'm sure Dwight McNeil would be good in that role. But at the minute, out wide, he's just not quite cutting the mustard. Away, please. Win that. Well up. Or react to it, Chimiti. Jesus Christ, pal. Thank you for winning it back. It's the least you could have done. Doucouré. Again, Dwight McNeil available out wide. Lovely turn. Calvert-Lewin. Chimiti. And Jack Harrison on his left. Blocked. Chimiti. Abdoulaye Doucouré. Saved by Martinez. I had to get it back on Harrison's left. I didn't fancy him on his right from that angle against a goalkeeper as good as Emi Martinez. And for a second time, we've just taken it too close to the keeper. I think the wind is affecting that. The wind is blowing the ball from those in-swingers towards the keeper, which is why, even though I've set it seemingly far enough out wide, we haven't been able to actually get anyone on the end of them. Diego Carlos will dink this. Tarkowski will be up and should win it. Hasn't. Ollie Watkins has done really well. His shot, however, is not great. Well in, Dwight McNeil again. But Leon Bailey's going to close me down here, and he's going to be much, much quicker. Pass is good enough, though. Chimiti's running. Again, we'll go to McNeil. Again, he's going to be not quick enough to break in behind. Jimmy Garner's there. Chimiti. How's your turn, lad? How's your shot, lad? Not bad. Emi Martinez forced into a number of saves so far in this cup game. Aston Villa are one of the strongest sides in the entire division. But we're able to create chances quite freely against them, despite that, in both this game and the league game. Lucadinho. Okay, nice. See ya. Good delivery too. Brilliant header. That's the quality the Ollie Watkins brings. Defenders like statues in the middle. Ollie Watkins celebrating with his manager. To be fair, it's almost a compliment that Villa put out as strong a... Oh, that's a nice replay angle. It's almost a compliment that Villa put out as strong a side as they did against us here. But you can see Jake O'Brien there, quite literally motionless. I know obviously it's a freeze frame at the moment, but quite literally motionless. Then puts his hands on his hips. If you actually moved, pal, maybe you could have got near him. 1-0 down here. against Aston Villa now in the Carabao Cup. Bailey. Oh, it's brilliant. Ollie Watkins does what Ollie Watkins does. Earlier in the game, I made the mistake of saying we kept Ollie Watkins quiet so far in these games against Aston Villa. He heard me, and it's taken him 8 second-half minutes to respond. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut. Decent corner. Robin was up. Oh, power shot. McNeil trying to work that away and can't. Pau Torres, not the go-to winger for them, but... Oh, Buendia. Ollie Watkins offside. Would have been a fantastic hat-trick, but it's not going to count. It's probably game over already. That would have assured it. Philogene off for them. I made a couple of changes of my own. It's Jacob Ramsey that's come on in his place. Jacob or Aaron, one of the two. Harrison into Patterson. Space for Tim. Tim looking for Beto. Beto to Dwight McNeil. Dwight McNeil looking for Beto again. Holds the defender off well. Still going Beto. Trying to squeeze it to Chimiti. Wasn't really going to score from that angle on his left foot. Beto, not against Emi Martinez. All right. Well, the round of 16 was a step too far in the Carabao Cup this year. Villa do get their payback for the Premier League defeat, but quite frankly, we'd much rather have the 3 points in the league, wouldn't we, if we're completely honest? And that's exactly what we got. We got 3 points in the league again today, only they came in 3 games, not just the one. So, I don't know whether I'm happy with the Premier League performances so far, or results, or not. We're doing better than Everton in real life, so I presume I should be pleased that we're doing as well as we are, obviously, in relative terms. But is there maybe a bit more in this team, performance-wise? Potentially. It's nice to have actually unlocked Dominic Calvert-Lewin at last, and hopefully that pays dividends throughout the course of the rest of the season. Timothy's pleased. I believe in him. He's up to 72, and we will send him out on loan in January. It's Everton versus Southampton as the first game of the next episode as we move into the month of December. Southampton, West Ham, Brentford and Manchester United before a very busy December. Actually, it's not that busy now because we're not going to have any Carabao Cup semi-finals. It's busy enough, put it that way. Okay, we have £35 million available to spend in the current budget. I'll give you a rundown of everyone that's in this transfer at the moment. So if you have any other players you want me to add to the list, then do leave their names. But I won't say all the names out loud. Some are obviously potential transfers. Some are potential loan deals. Some are players that I'm not necessarily thinking about this season, but maybe next. But by all means, if you've got any other names you think I should add to this list, then potentially I may well do. My preference at the minute, I'll give you that much. Rooney Bargy as a cheap pickup for out wide to maybe send back out on loan. James Trafford maybe as a backup goalkeeper because he's got the history with Sean Dyche. Trey Hume or Fresneda at right back. Probably Fresneda, even though he's slower, he's better technically. That might be a really good one, actually. You can play it anywhere across the defensive line. So Fresneda for less than 10 million, presumably, would be a very, very good pickup, I think. I think that's probably too good to turn down. Israel Reyes is a player that I think has actually just signed for them, unfortunately. Yeah. He was a free agent. They've picked him up. He would have been actually a really, really good player to pick up and then move to fullback. But someone to maybe think about in the latter season. We'll keep an eye on how he grows. Terrell Lamptey's available to sign for free in January. There are a couple of other that might be available on a free in January, but there are certainly some capable options here, some free agents already available that you might think are good enough to have a look at. By all means, let me know if there's a name on that shortlist that stands out, and also if there's a name that isn't on that shortlist that you think would stand out. And we can add them to them or have a look at those that are already there in slightly closer detail. But that's all for today's episode. Got to be happy with 13th in the table, really, but still averaging a point a game so far would very comfortably keep us up. But come the end of the season, I don't know. We're going to have to start turning some draws into wins, I think. But only 2 defeats thus far in 9 games is really very good indeed, especially when Chelsea have lost 4. We're not drawing We're drawing more than anyone else, but not massively more than anyone else. You see, Brighton have got 5 draws. Newcastle, Arsenal and Manchester United all on 4. So I think we have to be happy, but knowing that there's another step to take, even with the current squad we've got, let alone any players we could bring in as well. That's all from me for today, though. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more. Do come and join me on stream. Links in the description down below. And for now, for today, I'll see you tomorrow.